Chapo, you cannot get better than that, man.
Delicious, healthy, easy. That's Pollo Tropical.
You can get our nice steamed rice cooked every day. You can get our delicious beans. Look at this, look. 24-hour marinated chicken, fresh every day, todo el día.
So es riquísimo.
The chicken tropic shop for $7.99. Real food for a real good deal. What's not to love?
Pollo Tropical. ¿Lo que más tú quieres, chica?
No other station like us. 7 News 19. No other station like us. Now at 10.
First, Mother Nature turns up the heat on students in a classroom, and they say it's been an issue for years. Then, a server at a restaurant looking for a different type of tip, one that will help police find a man who caused chaos. Both stories on just one station. A man accused of driving mad with a gun expected in court. New details in the heartbreaking incident in the driveway of a retired Broward Sheriff Sergeant looking forward to a road trip. Sean Diddy Combs' ex-girlfriend prepared to testify for a third day, doubling down on allegations against the disgraced music mogul. And R&B singer Chris Brown behind bars in Britain, and the judge is keeping him there for now.
All right, good morning, South Florida. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Taurus Joe.
And I'm Alex DeArmas. Today in Florida at 10 starts right now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
Here's a live view of Fort Lauderdale on this Friday morning. A nice start to our day. It is Friday, everybody. What's in store weather-wise?
I know we made it to the weekend. I'm glad about that. Let's get your check of area weather meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with the first look for us. Hey, Erica, good morning.
Hey, Tavares, Alex, and we can expect a lot like what we saw yesterday, the day before. The heat is the big story for South Florida, and it's all because of this large dome of high pressure that's going to block any storm systems from coming our direction. Also, continue to block the heat from leaving, and it's going to leave things really steamy here for us while the storm the focal point for storms will remain well to the north of us. That's through the next couple of days, as that high is not expected to move a whole lot. Here's a look at temperatures now. 85 in Hollywood, 84 in Pompano Beach, 82 in Fort Lauderdale. Now we're going into the mid-80s from Miami all the way to 82 in Kendall, 83 in Hialeah and in Homestead, and into the Florida Keys. Temperatures are warming quickly. 85 in Big Pine, 87 right now in Cudjoe, 84 in Marathon, low 80s from Isla Morada to 83 in Key Largo. We have a light and variable wind across South Florida. Right now it's out of the west for the Fort Lauderdale area, and we have that east wind for the Florida Keys, and that's why we're so warm across some of the lower Keys. We are dry, just a few fair weather clouds, a little more cloud cover this morning compared to yesterday, but still plenty of sunshine to go around, and that's exactly what we can expect through the remainder of the day, with high temperatures once again reaching into the 90s. Close look at your forecast and the upcoming weekend that's coming up in a few minutes.
A news alert now out of Istanbul, Turkey. The first direct talks between Ukraine and Russia in 3 years. Those talks are supposed to lay the groundwork for a meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. We just learned Russia and Ukraine have agreed to swap 1,000 POWs each. That is according to the head of Moscow's peace talks delegation. Ukraine is accusing Moscow of making other unacceptable demands, like having Ukraine's military withdrawing from a portion of the region. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is there in Turkey for these conversations on behalf of the United States. We will continue to monitor the situation.
Meantime, President Trump heading home from his first international trip of his second term. 7's Lorena Estrada live in the Newsplex with a wrap-up for us. Lorena.
Tavares, good morning. President Trump's tour in the Middle East comes to an end.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there behind his seat. And he's this is a make-or-break season. He's got to make an impact. Good morning, all you freaking beautiful people out there across YouTube, across the lands. We welcome you guys into our show today. We have a lot to talk about, catching up from yesterday, fixing some shit that happened yesterday, and I apologize, shit went a little out of my control. We got some of that shit fixed. Yes, we did. Thank you, all you beautiful people that are in the chat right now. If you're watching live, everybody across YouTube, across the streams, put Diddy in the chat right now. Let them know what we're talking about. Everybody in the chat, put Diddy in the chat right now. Let YouTube know what the hell we're talking about in here, because there's going to be a lot of people pouring into the buildings, and we want to make sure that they know what we're saying. We want to make sure that they hear us loud and clear. And we want to make sure that all the people in the chat right now get what they deserve to be seen across the lands as we're building on here. And I will tell you this, I thank you for joining our show. We are a rising channel, a rising star show because of you guys. A lot is going on, big sponsors coming in, and you guys are making it wonderful. And I have to say that because without you, there is no freaking show. People don't say that shit, but I will, because without you guys in the damn channel, there's no freaking channel. People don't say that enough. I want to make sure you guys understand that. Welcome back to the show. We're going to dive in this. Everybody in the building right now, it's your first time in the chat. And if you've been here before, listen, put your favorite emoji in the chat and drop where you're based in the building right now. Everybody, welcome back to the show. You know, I want to get on here this morning and tell you something. Yesterday, I got on here and I said, holy shit, we're diving into it. We got the Diddy trial. We got the Diddy updates. We got all this. And I want to get our live callers in here. I got it set up. If you're watching live right now, just understand you can call in live today. And here's the problem with today. You're going to have to call in live on a computer or a laptop, okay? That's the update today. If you want to call in today and you're watching live, you must have a computer, you must have a laptop if you want to call in today. A PC, a laptop, cell phones, we can try, but they have not been working yet. We're working on a new upgrade to our system. You must have a computer. You must have some kind of tablet or something. They are all connecting, and you can call on live today and hang out with me. Let's get into it, people. You know we're going to dive into it. The Cassie breakdown. We're going to break into that today. The cross-examination, what's happening, what's going on. And you know we got videos. Let me tell you something. All you beautiful people that joined us this morning before the freaking show started, you make it rock. You make it roll, and I greatly appreciate you in the building right now. And I will say all your names right now that I see in the chat. Annie, good morning to you. Jeff Lee, good morning to you. Lala in the building. Woke in the building. How you feeling, Derek B? Jeff Lee, let's go. George Pierce, Incognito. Money, Banner, and being Kara. Diane. Listen, Candy, let me tell you something. Candy, Tracy, Pipple Mama, Vaughn, Brittany, I greatly appreciate all you beautiful people and love you guys so much for joining our show and making it work. Chrome in the building. I got something for you, Chrome. Don't worry about that.
Make some noise!
People in the chat right now, coming in, letting people. George Pearson, how the hell are you feeling right now? Pops in the house. Richard Mason. Ghost Row in the building. Ghost, how are you doing? You know we love when you join our freaking show. Robo Smith in the freaking house. Holy shit, we're all here. Nathan, how are you doing? Stevie's girl, what is going on? Let me know how you're feeling, people in the chat. You can call in live today, but if you call in, make sure you got your computers or your laptops. Lovey Brown in the building. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining our show. Annie, we love and appreciate you. Lulu, for you, how you feeling? Let's get it started and let's break it down. We got 50 people in the building. And yes, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be spinning the wheel tonight live for the game. The next game tonight, we'll be doing that, but let's dive into it. So we got Cassie up on the stand. And yesterday, when I was diving into this shit, I didn't get a chance to really break it down because I was trying to fix the damn shit on my, computer system and all that. And I'll break that down in just 1 second. Paul in the building. Welcome to the live stream. All you beautiful people, if you're in here right now, everybody in the chat, put Diddy one more time. Put Diddy, put Cassie, drop it in the chat right now because we're about to break into. I got videos I want to show you. I got new videos I want to show you, and we're going to get into it. All the new shit that's in the building right now that's going to pop up. Take a look at some of this. We're going to dive into it. You know, we got our refreshes. We'll do. We got our boiled egg conversation. We got to get into it. We got to always refresh. But today, we're going to hear from some live callers in the building right now. So let's dive into this update right here that we got. Take a look at this one right now.
I was in the courtroom as Cassie was testifying, so let me tell you guys everything that you didn't see or may have not heard, because it's a lot. I will say the most damning part of her testimony for me is when she describes a freak-off where Diddy and another man, an escort, are standing on top of her while she is laying on the floor high off of ecstasy, and they are urinating on her face to the point where she is choking on their pee. And to further give context, on the right-hand side of the court, seated is her husband, Alex Fine. On the left-hand side, Diddy's 6 out of 7 kids are sitting in the courtroom as Cassie is describing having weekly freak-offs for years that would last 2, 3, one lasted up to 4 days. She talked about damaging hotel rooms so bad in one instance that they had to pay such a hefty fee because the hotel told them that they needed to completely redecorate the room after a freak off. After a freak off, there would be blood, urine, and lots of baby oil. There was so much baby oil. There was also so much baby oil talk to the point where the judge at one point told prosecutors, wrap it up. But before we even got there, a very, very pregnant Cassie was called to the stand. She was wearing a tight brown turtleneck dress that was hugging her baby bump. When she sat down, you could tell she was nervous. And if you couldn't, you quickly picked up on it, because once she started talking, you noticed that she paused a lot. She would sigh heavily before she answered a question. One of those moments was when she explained to the court that a year into their relationship, that Diddy had approached her with this fantasy that he had. He called it voyeurism, where he wanted to see her have sex with another man, later referred to as freak-offs. She said her stomach dropped. She was 22 years old. She described herself as very naive and a people pleaser. She said the only reason that she agreed to it is because she knew it would make him happy, and she was afraid what would happen if she said no. That's also around the time, she says, that he started to get abusive. Most of her testimony today was spent on talking about these freak-offs, the different escorts that they would use, the different hotels that they would use. She said that she would find escorts off of Craigslist and this escort service called Cowboys for Angels. And to describe them, they weren't the most attractive men, right? They were very average looking. Some of them weren't even conventionally attractive. One thing they had in common is most of them were black, because Diddy preferred for her black men with a big D, she said. At one point, Cassie broke down in tears when the prosecutor asked her, why didn't you leave? If the freak-offs, as you explained, were so disgusting and humiliating, why not leave? And she started crying and said that she was very deeply in love, and this was the only alone time that she could get with Diddy. And it got to a point where this was kind of the only emotional connection that she was getting from this man that she was dating. So much more that I'll cover in another video, including...
All right, so look, a little recap right there, right? We got the baby oil. We got the freaking, look, getting urine on her face. I'm going to cover that again and go over this right now. The relationship, the conflict, the cross-examination. Now, look, I got to give it to you straight, people. Coming to the chat. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm coming to the chat right now. First off, in the chat right now, if you're watching live, is Diddy innocent or is he guilty? In the chat right now, I'm watching it in the building right now. Is Diddy guilty or is Diddy innocent? Drop it in the chat right now. I want to see what you guys think. I'm going to break this down. Okay, listen. I know Cass is up there pregnant, and I understand it, people. We all have a sensitive side to this. We all feel a certain way about this. We all have our opinion on this, right? We all feel a certain way about this. Right? I'm going to break this down. I want you guys to understand something right now in the building. J Pac in the house. How you feeling? Roger in the building. We love having you in the damn house. Welcome to the show. If you're watching live for the first time in the chat right now, Jay Lee in the building. How you feeling? Welcome to the show, people. And if you're here for the first time, I'm going to make sure I drop it in the chat. I'm going to make sure I pin some of your messages in the building. And yes, we have live callers calling in today. I will make sure you guys have the links. If you want to call in today, you must have your laptop or a computer today. On your phones, you guys can watch everything. But if people want to call in today, you must have a laptop or a computer to call in live, because that's how the connection is working until we fix some of the software issues that we've been having. 190 Rod in the house. How are you feeling? Lakeisha in the building. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm watching all you people coming to the building right now. If you're here right now for the last time, just joining us, everybody, put Diddy in the chat right now. Now that there's more people in here, YouTube said, what are you guys talking about? We're talking about Diddy. In the chat right now, people in the building. Make some noise.
Make some noise!
Here we go. None of your business in the house. Let's go. Matthews, how are you feeling? Let's go. Now, when I take a look at Cassie, what was she doing from the start? Where was she going from the start? A young girl, wanted to be in the fame, wanted to be in the highlight, wanted to be a phenomenal, wanted to be someone in the eyes, a public figure of importance. We've all been there in our life, in our mind. We want to be somebody special. Nothing wrong with that, right? In the building right now. Gene in the chat right now. How are you feel? Mr. Glock in the building. Jackie in the house. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. We're diving into it right now. I know how people are going to take this, so don't take it personal. I'm going to make sure that I explain it perfect. By the way, in the chat right now, I did see Mr. Glock came in with the Tootsie Roll. Yes, they were saying that Diddy got a small Tootsie Roll. Take it how you want to take it. People in the chat right now, they said Diddy got a small Tootsie Roll, okay? That was part of the conversation. Maybe that's why he was getting these escorts to come and handle business. I don't know. But now let's dive into it. So Cassie obviously gets up on the stand, pregnant as hell, and we're looking at her like, damn, right? Like she's on the stand. Her husband's there on the side, and he's watching, and he's hearing the whole thing going on about how she got urinated on and how she had sex with all these freaking people for hours and hours and sometimes days. and more than like 4 days. You know what I'm saying? 4 freaking days in a row. I said, woo, that's a lot going on right there. And I'm pinning some of your messages in the chat. If you put some in the chat, remember, it can get pinned to the top sometimes. So be careful what you say, people, because it will be on there right now in the chat. Now, listen, she chased a lifestyle that she wanted. Now, did she love Diddy or did she not? And you know, why is this show different? Because I communicate with all you people in the chat. All these people got these damn shows, but they're not talking to you. Forget that shit. I am. I'm reading your messages. I want to make sure that we're talking loud and clear. If you want to call into the show today, make sure you have your laptop or a computer. Today, cell phones will not work, but you guys can all watch. But if you're on your laptop or a computer, let me know if you want to call in today. Please let me know in the chat. The moderators will let us know, and we will let you call in today. And so you guys know, I will show you what the screen will look like so you know when you call in. I will be at the top of the screen, and you will be at the bottom of the screen there, and make sure that you guys will be able to be seen in the building. So do you guys know? Now, let's get back into it. So I'm looking at Cassie, and I'm like, I understand she went through a lot. She was young. She was treated like shit, getting, urinated on, and then all these guys in all these rooms and all this shit going on. And Diddy wanted it for his pleasure, and then he would spend time with her afterwards. And that was the time that she actually said, I like this time with him because I get a chance to spend time with him now. And here's the problem. She's getting up there. She's spilling the tea because she's subpoenaed. I think that, here's my opinion. I don't think she would have even went to the damn thing, went there unless she was subpoenaed. I don't think she would have shown up because she's spilling the tea, but she's only giving them what they're asking. Like, I know that this girl knows so much shit. You know what I'm saying? In the chat right now, Matt Lynch in the building. In the chat right now, Rocco in the house. How you feeling? Welcome to the live stream. Greatly appreciate you just joining us right now for the first time. Let us know in the building. And while that we're getting to 400 people in the house, everybody watching live right now, put your state in the chat right now. Where are you based? To let all these damn people that are coming into the live stream know where you're based, to connect with you, to speak with you, to maybe go on a date with you, to maybe do business with you, to maybe just see where you're from, because we appreciate you guys coming to the chat. Drop it in the building right now. Look at all these beautiful states and cities coming into the chat right now. And if anybody wants to call in today, in the chat, say me, and make sure you got a computer or a laptop today only. No cell phones today. You can watch, but to call in, you must have a computer or a laptop, and our moderators will let us know and let you call into the show today and have conversation. People in the building right now, I got a couple videos for you, but here's the problem. She's spilling the beans because they're asking her, but she's not spilling the beans where she's like, look, this and this and this and this and all these celebrities and this. You know that she's got a lot of celebrities in her mind that she can say right now. People, you know what I'm talking about. She can spill the beans right now on all these celebrities if she wants to. You guys understand what I'm saying? Brenda in the building, how you feel it? Welcome to the live stream. Do you realize, by the way, Toronto, if you're not from the country, you're from another country, drop your freaking country in there. We love and appreciate you joining our show. Look, here's the thing, okay? Here's what I'm trying to say. I don't believe, okay, for a second that she's spilling all the tea, right? She obviously knows a lot more about these celebrities than we're getting, and she's holding back for a lot of reasons, right? Here's the update, okay? I showed you a video of this woman here. Here's the update to this video that just popped up. Take a look.
I'm going to start this one with a trigger warning because what Cassie just revealed in court is heavy. Not just for you and I, but it was also for the jury as well. She says in 2023, this is years after her relationship with Diddy ended. She's married to Alex Fine. She now has 2 kids. She started having flashbacks to all of the trauma and sexual abuse that she says she endured. And she says she can no longer take it. So one day she's at home with her kids and her husband, and she asks him, can you do this without me? She said, quote, I couldn't take the pain. So she decided that she wanted to walk out of the front door and walk into traffic. And she says the only reason she didn't do it is because her husband stopped her. She broke down as she's telling this story, and Diddy is sitting diagonally across from her, his kids behind him. That incident prompted her to go to rehab. She says she was coming off of Valium because she was taking so much because her anxiety had gotten really bad. It says the rehab was more trauma therapy, and there she started to unpack all the things that she had experienced over the last decade. She put pen to paper and started writing and writing. She says until she had a book. I'm gonna read some of my notes for you guys so you can hear her words. She said, I really wanted Sean to read it, to understand. I don't think he understood. She said, I was begging for sorries and I wanted him to understand the pain he put me through. And she goes on to say that she took too much responsibility for the freak-offs, that she would do absolutely anything for him, but that anything never stopped. At this point, she is fully crying. Her face collapses into her hand. According to her testimony, she sends Diddy the book through his assistant, courtroom, but she says they didn't take her seriously. They didn't think she would do something like that. So then she had her attorney reach out to his attorney. She also offered him the chance to buy the book rights for $30 million. Why $30 million? She says she doesn't know. She came up with a number that she felt would alert him, but he said no. She never received any money. And she also says she doesn't know if he even read the book. After that, she filed her bombshell lawsuit in November of 2023, which he settled in less than 24 hours for an undisclosed amount. But today, she revealed that amount. She says she settled for $20 million. That lawsuit sparked this criminal investigation. When prosecutors asked her today, why are you testifying in this case? She said that she can't carry this anymore. The shame, the guilt, the way she was guided to treat people like they were disposable. She said what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and she wants to do the right thing. After she was done testifying, I saw a female juror turn to a male juror and mouth, "It's hard to hear," and he nodded in agreement. She then started wiping away tears. There are also a lot of jurors with their hands over their mouths, intently listening. I'm also working on a multi-part series of her testimony. This isn't a part of it.
So there's a lot going on. She's living this, obviously, and her husband being in the courtroom right now, right? And then having kids, being pregnant, having more kids. This changes the whole operation, right? I think it does. Do you guys in the chat, yes or no? Do you think her getting that money, $20 million, changes how the jury and the judge views this? In the chat right now, do you think her getting $20 million, settling outside of court with Diddy for $20 million, does that change, okay? Does that change everything? In my opinion, I will tell you this. I look at it, and on one hand, I can see somebody saying, you know what? She will still treat it like this. And the other hand, I can see somebody saying, yeah, but she took the money now, and she's moved on with her life. And I can see people being divided right there, right? Like, hold on. They're sympathetic. If she showed up and she didn't have shit and she was living on the streets and all this shit would be a lot worse. Her getting $20 million, living wonderful and all this. I'm just saying, I believe, yeah, I agree, Roger, it shouldn't, but I think that it will in the jury's eyes and also in the eyes of the judge. Now, there's going to be way more people, way more witnesses, all this shit that's supposed to happen. We haven't seen that yet, though. People in the chat, you know what I'm talking about? It's innocent until proven guilty. If you're in the chat right now, you're just coming into the building, everybody let them know what we're talking about in the chat right now. Everybody, let all the new people know what we're talking about. Drop Diddy in the chat right now. Let you two know what we're talking about. We got 500 people in the building, and we're going to make sure that we go on here right now, and we drop in the chat, and we pin some of your messages in the building. And remember, if you're watching live right now, you can call into the show. Let me know if you want to call into the show. You must have a computer. You must have a laptop or a computer to call in today. Thomas Anderson in the building. Welcome to the freaking show, everybody. Listen, if you're live right now, I'm ready for someone that's got a computer or a laptop that wants to call in. Remember, you cannot call in with your phone today because we have to fix some of the stuff on here. But if you have a computer or a laptop today, you can call into the show live, and you'll be on this damn thing with me, having a good time, and I'll make sure that I show you what it looks like so no one gets a little worried. You know, people out here be like, what am I going to look like on the screen? I can show you what you're going to look like. I can merge it in so you guys can get the real understanding of what it's going to look like. But first and foremost, if you want to call in the chat right now, and you're live today, and you're watching this live right now, in the chat, put yes, I want to call in. Let us know. You must have a computer or a laptop to call in. Now let's get to some more of these videos right now. Take a look at this. Here's some updates for you. Watch this.
Order $1 million hit on Tupac Shakur. Bail documents say, oh yes, he did. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. Thank you for being with us.
New allegations made against disgraced rapper Sean Diddy Combs.
Well, the walls are falling in around Sean Puffy, a.k.a. Diddy Combs. As we learn in court documents, he is named 77 times at least as it relates to the murder of Tupac Shakur. Now, it's a very long and circuitous explanation, but what it boils down to is the East Coast, West Coast feud and allegations that he offered $1 million for the death of Tupac Shakur, even making a phone call just after the hit, claiming Was that me? Like somebody else ordered a hit? Joining me an all-star panel to make sense of what we know right now, but listen.
Things are not looking good for Sean Diddy Combs. In addition to lawsuits, raids, federal investigation, and a secret grand jury, the only living suspect in Tupac Shakur's murder now implicates Puff Daddy in the September 7th, 1996 drive-by shooting. A recent court filing for Dwayne Keefe D. Davis' upcoming murder trial mentions Puffy 77 times, while Vegas police confirm that Combs has never been and is not a suspect. The mogul's silence is deafening.
Okay, you got to take into account that Keefe D wants bail and could be willing to say anything to get it. But here's the problem with that argument. This document has been buried away for a long time under wraps. It was a proffer. What is a proffer? A proffer is when you go outside the jury's presence, typically in the judge's chamber, sometimes close the courtroom, and you tell the judge what you're going to bring into evidence because you need a ruling whether it's admissible or inadmissible. Sometimes that proffer of evidence can be so volatile, if you put it in front of a jury before it's allowed, you have a mistrial.
Hold on a second. But when they're trying to get to these pieces, remember, I'm going to show you that there are some more clips coming right now. That's a new clip. I got more coming right now. But hold on a second. Remember, they're saying that they can't use certain things in the case right now. They're saying they can't use certain things. TMZ is reporting this. They will not be able to use minors, will not be able to use these videos from celebrity sex tapes. If they can't use those, people were waiting this whole time. In the chat right now, who else did you think was supposed to get arrested? People said Jay-Z. People said, look, there's so many names. Oprah. Right, you can go down the list in the chat right now. Who else do you think is going down? How about things with Justin Bieber? We got a lot of shit that I want to show you right now in the building. I got some clips that you got to see. Trust me when I tell you if you're watching live right now. But in the building right now, who else is going to go down? Who else is going to go down? And yes, people, we got over 1,000 people live in the building right now. Everybody right now hit that damn like button, subscribe, and check this video out. This is the one that we've been watching.
There are no celebrity sex tapes that are going to be
Now, I heard you say that. Why do you think that?
Because I know it.
Come on.
I just know it. I mean, look, we are really connected here. I mean, we have a lot of sources. There will be no celebrity sex tapes and no minors. And in a way, I got to say, it benefits the defense.
Look, before you go there, I agree with you on the minors. Otherwise, we'd have a charge.
No celebrity sex tapes.
No, I agree with you on the minors because we'd have a charge that would.
I know, but I'm telling you, no celebrity sex tapes in this case.
How?
None.
That's the whole story that's been, percolating.
I know, and that's why it benefits the defense.
So what I still don't get about that is the whole damn reason. And people, if you're watching live right now across the lands, everybody right now, you can call in live to the show today. You must have a laptop or a computer. I'm going to have it set up for the cell phones. But today, people, laptop or computers, you can call into the show today. Just make sure that you leave a message in the chat right now and you say, I want to call in. You must have a laptop or computer today. Moving into next week, you can use all the cell phones you want. But today, for connection purposes, you must have a laptop or computer. Make sure of that as we show you some refreshers here in the building right now. And you guys, if you haven't seen this, I'm going to show you more. And then we got some new clips to show you in just a second.
They have an inside garage that allow officer to transport Diddy back to the federal jail until trial is over. They have an inside garage that allow officer to transport Diddy back to the federal jail until trial is over.
Before we get the live callers in today, I want to make sure we show these clips because I want people coming in today for the first time to understand. This shit goes deep. I show the shit on here that nobody wants to show. We got our quick security guard ones, and then we got the new shit for you guys to see right now as I drop it into the chat. Do not miss this. These are the ones you got to see. I got some of the new stuff and some of the old stuff. Take a look at this real quick before we dive into it. This is for all the new people coming to the chat. If you're here for the first time right now, put first time in the chat right now if you're watching live. And yes, if you see in there right now, Mick Marshall, I see you're going to call in. I got you. Candy, Mick, we're going to have you call in just a minute. People watching the show right now, let me show you this clip right now. You got to see some of this stuff as I get all that set up. People calling to the show, some refreshers, and all the new stuff is coming right after that. Pay close attention. This is the shit that we got to see. We're understanding the personality.
It all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I was like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still going to tease him. I'm still going to mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. So when he got to, I just waited at the counter. So when he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s or nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina because they was doing the show. You know what I'm saying? So they were gonna do the show the next day. So Puff had the presidential suite, and him, the rapper, Sarah, and this other girl, young girl, they was in the room. Now you hear all this stuff going on and everything like that. I was like, okay. So I heard a bell ring. When the bell ring, I go to the door. I said, what's up? He said, my cousin up here in the room, I want to check him. You know, see, is he all right? I said, who your cousin? He said, Ja Rule. I said, he good. He said, yeah, but I want to check on him. I said, he in the room, man. They don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going to go check on my cousin. I said, bro, you ain't getting in that room. He was like, yo, I'm getting in that room. I said, yeah, bro, trust me. Jesus Christ is going to come down here and take the air out of my body for you to get in that room. Believe what I'm saying. Yo, I'm going in that room. So he tried to do the bum rush, go in the room. I grabbed him, threw him up against the piano. You know, it was a little, you know how you throwing somebody around the room, threw him up against the piano, and then Puff ran out. He was grabbing the towel. Ja ran out. He was grabbing the towel. Ja Rule ran out. He was grabbing the towel. And then Puff was like, yo, well, Jay, what's up? I said, yo, dude tried to get in the room, man. He said he Ja's cousin. And I told him he couldn't go in the room. And he was like, I was like, yeah, Jay, that's my cousin. He said, but you ain't want to go up in there because there was a lot of freaking going on. That's exactly what he said. You know what I mean? Well, freaky stuff going on. And and I said, I let him go. And then Puff looked at Ja Rule. He was like, and they went back in the room. When Ja said,
I'm just saying, you guys saw some of that right now. We got 2,200 people in the building.
Make some noise!
And if you're sitting back and stressed out right now, sit back and do what? Smoke weed every day. Just saying, if you're in the chat right now watching live, baby, I got some videos that you got to see. We're going to have 2,000 people in the building. Everybody put 2,000 in the chat. And we got some live callers getting ready to come in right now. Mick, Drop your email in the chat right now. If anybody wants to call in live to the show, you can call in right now. Drop your email in the chat right now. We will send you that link. Our moderators will get you set up in the chat and make sure that you guys are rocking and rolling to call in live with me right in the building, hanging out with me as we show you those refreshes, people watching the show right now. These are some of the refreshes from the other days. We get ready to get into the live action right now. If you're joining live, take a look at this before we dive into the callers.
Not one person didn't know that Puffy was Usher. It's not one person didn't know what the saddest thing in the world is what they did to Justin Bieber.
What was that?
That's sad. That's funny.
When he was a kid.
I hate to say that. I hate to say that because I really like Justin Bieber. I feel bad for Justin Bieber. And this wouldn't have happened if Justin Bieber came from a wealthy family. Justin Bieber pretty much came from a poor family, but the young man was so talented, and he could have been bigger than Michael Jackson. But the depression of the drugs and the stuff they allowed these grown men to do to this little boy is unhealthy, and it's fucked up. No grown men supposed to be getting high and doing drugs and drinking with a kid. I mean, you had grown men would take Justin Bieber. A grown man take Justin Bieber when he was young to a vacation, a romantic vacation, showing pictures on the Instagram with no women, nobody else but a grown, successful man and this little kid. Worst part about it is everybody said what was done to Usher, and they done to Justin Bieber. And the thing with Usher spent the night and him and Puffy being in the same bed to do an album, and they never did one song they put out at that time. On top of that, when I met Usher, I came on one time, I'm speaking to the guy because he got good songs. That's out of respect. Like a young black man. This dude rolled his eyes at me. And so somebody came over and kind of said, Suge, don't have one of your guys do nothing to him. He a good young man, but him and Puffy got a thing. He a thing. He said, he gave me a look like, And I thought about it. The way he rolled his eyes at me, it wasn't like somebody homie rolled it. It was like I beat up somebody, man. Like I beat his, he the bitch. Like somebody to roll their eyes, like you beat my boyfriend up. I ain't speaking to you.
Really?
It was one of those, right? Yeah, for sure. And the crazy thing about it is like Leslie, his mother, and everybody else said the same thing. Well, it was wrong, but if we go and get Puffy in trouble behind that, Usher wouldn't be Usher. He'd be known as the guy who got by Puffy, and they didn't want that. They wanted the money. I don't have nothing bad to say about Usher. Usher's talented. He's a good guy, and all that stuff. I mean, he said he's just concert with Cassie and JoJo and Jodeci. Devontae is one of the greatest producers, greatest guys in the world, those guys. I love all those guys. But they had their run in. They know the truth. Everybody in the industry know what's been going on. Everybody know which one's faking it, which one's not faking it. But you got to realize one thing. This didn't start just with Usher and Justin Bieber or Puffy. It started with Michael Jackson. It started with, we can go on and on. Now, Puffy was being with L.A. Reid and Babyface. And fruit don't fall far from the tree.
People joining the show right now, we greatly appreciate you. You're coming to the building right now. Put your state you're based in. Hit over 2,000, 3,000 people are wanting in the chat. It keeps going to boom up. Listen, if it comes into you and it shows you marketing, advertising, you can watch it. You can skip through it. If you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button. If you're in the damn video right now, watch it live in the chat, people. Look, we're talking about Diddy. We're talking about Cassie, the whole breakdown, the situation, the cross-examination. The problem that I got is that she's up on the screen, she's up on the stand, she's talking, and she doesn't want to rat on Diddy. She got her $20 million. She goes, look, I want to settle with him. He gave me $20 million. I'm out here. I got my family. A lot of bad things have happened to her. She doesn't like it, but she's out of the picture. She's gone. She's with a new family, pregnant on the freaking stand, as I've been showing you. Her lifestyle, obviously, is so different now because she's out of that, that fast-paced Diddy, bad boy, freak-offs and all that. If you watched the freak-offs and you understood what she went through, there's so many things right? There's so many things that we show tapes, we show videos all the time to give people an understanding of what actually happened. And some of this is really interesting, right? I show these all the time for people to see. Suge Knight in jail doing all these stories. We got all the, a lot more stories to show you guys in a second. But what I want to say is people in the building right now watching live, if they don't bring the evidence of the RICO charges, the racketeering, and all that kind of shit, then it's not going to work. Like they're not, they can go blackmail. They can go down the list for blackmail. They can go down the list for abuse or aggravated assault or whatever. But the thing is, they're saying that she also was physical. Obviously, nothing like what we're seeing right now from Diddy. We know that he was into some freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? We got videos on here that talks about that shit. We already know the Turkish baths. We've been talking about that. We show these clips, people. We show all this shit. If you want to call into the show right now, you must have a computer or a laptop. If you want to call into the show, put on there, I want to call into the show. Let us know. All you got to do is put your email. We'll send you the link, and you pop up onto the screen, hang out with me. Take a look at this one.
Hey, speaking of
This
love,
is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Yo, this show has gotten crazier since the last time I No,
it's all about love, though. That's not true?
You really heard that? No.
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Where did this...
If you just joined us right now, I saw a message in the chat. Someone said, what's Turkish baths? I'll show you that video real quick on the Turkish baths so you guys can see what Diddy was doing. And this is his bodyguard talking about it. In the chat right now, whoever wants to call in, we got people saying they want to call in. It's got to be from a computer or a laptop if you want to call in. And I agree. Melinda said, why isn't Gene Deal on trial? I agree. Why isn't he on the case? Why don't they call him in? They're going to see what happens right now. But let me pull it up right now so you guys can see this video of the Turkish baths. And remember, if you want to call into the show today, you must have a laptop or a computer. Today, no cell phones. Laptop, computer for fast connections and all that. Today, in the chat, if you want to call in, say, I want to call in. Don't be freaking scared to do so. We'll have you jump into the chat with me talking right now live. Let me pull it up into the building right now so you guys can see the Turkish baths. What was that?
I knew I should wait outside of Turkish baths for them. You know what they do in the Turkish baths?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay. That's where a lot of gay men meet. And they all take hot baths together. That's a lot of that these guys get into when they start having certain meetings with certain people and they meet them at the Turkish bath and they do their meetings and they meet their people in those type of situations where they're comfortable at. So they don't have to worry about their indiscretions coming out. You mean? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, twice, sometimes 3 times a week, me and the driver be outside. He'll run into the Turkish bath.
These are stories that, first off, so you guys know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. If Diddy wants to go to a Turkish bath, I don't care what he wants to do. If he wants to hang out with 10 girls, 20 guys, 50 girls, and guys, I don't care what he wants to do. The question comes down to, right now on the stand, is Cassie giving enough information to put him in jail? Is Cassie giving them enough information to say yes? All they really right now, they got the blackmail situation right now. What they're saying is they got a lot of more information. They got a lot more information that's supposed to come out, and they got witnesses. They got a lot of things just not said yet. Now, if you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button. Listen, people watching, I have it set up. If you want to call into the show, yesterday we had over 70 people trying to call into the show, and it wasn't connecting because of the cell phone connection and where people were located. I found out what was going on. If you have a computer or a laptop and you want to call into the show right now, you can call in and you will pop up on the screen. A lot of people are scared to call in because they don't want to see their face on there. But I'm just saying, if you want to call into the show live and you have a computer or a laptop, you can call in right now. Just in the chat, put, yeah, I want to call in, and we'll send you the link. Just saying, a lot of people said they want to call in. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous, people in the chat. So look, here's what you got right now. You got Jaguar Wright, who's starting to stand up for, even more. And she's not messing around. She's letting it fly. People are like, is Jaguar right or wrong? I'm going to show a couple clips right now. I want to make sure that some of the stuff isn't copyrighted because we do that. It's a problem. Do you guys believe that Jaguar is right or wrong? Let me know in the chat right now. Is Jaguar right or wrong? Let me know in the chat right now.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Yeah. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
Some of this stuff now in the chat right now. Let's get into this conversation now. Obviously, Cassie on stand. We know the whole situation with her pregnant. And listen, you want to talk about a beautiful girl. We've been talking about this last couple of days. You want to talk about a beautiful girl. I mean, when she was obviously not pregnant, living her beautiful life and hanging out with Diddy in the fast-paced life, this is the kind of girl that you were seeing. This is the girl that we're talking about, that they were getting escorts for. This is the kind of girl that they were saying that Diddy would just get random escorts out of nowhere, and she was sleeping with all kind of guys. Obviously, that wasn't what she wanted to do, right? I'm not saying that she never wanted to do any of it. Maybe I don't know. But all I'm saying is I find it hard to believe that she wanted to do a lot of that shit, right? Then obviously getting, the urine all over her face and all this and that. Some of this shit is really hard to hear. And then you got Diddy. Look, you got in the courtroom. Let's not forget this, right? In the courtroom, I'm going to show you a video in just one moment with the judges going through. But I want to break down something for a second. Let's not forget, you got Diddy's kids in there. And I got clips of that, by the way. I need to upload in here. I'm going to pull that up so you guys can see some of this too. But you got, Diddy's kids in there walking in and out of the courtroom like, okay, can you imagine, first off, as a son, you'd sit there and go, damn, my dad was out of control, right? If it's true. But then the daughters, think about the daughters sitting there. They lost their mother, some of them. And you're sitting there going, damn, you're hearing this shit but this is your dad, right? And that's a hard thing to hear. You know what I'm saying right now? I got another clip right now I'm going to show you guys before we get to some live callers. If anybody wants to call into the show, you must have a laptop or a computer or something to call in today. We're going to get it set up for cell phones. I know in the chat right now, are you guys watching on your phone or are you watching on the computer? Drop it in the chat right now. Are you watching on your phone or are you watching on the computer? I'm going to take a poll right now in the chat right now. Are you watching on your phone or watching on the computer? I just want to know right now because it helps me understand. Obviously, we're going to let you guys call in on your mobile devices. It makes it easier. But I want to see who's on their phones and who's on their computers. Everybody drop in the chat while we listen to this clip right here.
Suge, do you think he's going to be all right because someone's going to tamper with the jury? Is that what you're trying to say?
He got enough influence, and I'm quite sure, don't seem like the prosecution is that bad against him. Don't seem like I think he got some favors with the government. I think they're going to show him a little leeway. It might not seem like it when it's all said and done, but I don't think he has nothing to worry about. I don't think he's worried because he's going to be federal. And if he get convicted, Trump's going to pardon him. So What's the worry?
You think the President of the United States would pardon Sean Combs for sex trafficking?
Shit, he pardoned Michael Harris, who allegedly killed a Jewish teenager or had him killed. So they don't care about that. It's all about, what's in it for the long run and what the bucks say and what the power of the people want.
In the chat right now, will Donald Trump pardon Diddy if he gets put behind bars for a long time? I want to know what you guys think. Will Trump pardon Diddy if his ass goes to jail and they go, Diddy, you're getting 25 years? Will they pardon Diddy? Yes or no? Do you think that it makes sense? Is it something is it in Trump's best interest? Is it not in Trump's best interest? Do you think it's a wise thing? In the chat right now, I'm watching you guys live in the building right now. If you're stressed out, sit back and do what?
Smoke weed every day.
Just saying, if you got to do that, do that. I don't care. I'm not saying I'm doing that. I'm just saying people in the building right now, if you want to do that. And I saw a lot of people on their phones today. I understand that. I watch all this shit on my phone all the time. If anybody's on your computers, laptops, and you want to call in live to the show, you can call in right now. I will have it set up for phones. Next week, it'll be set up. People calling into the show with their phones again. I have to get it all set up and fixed. But I will make sure that is done. But I want to make sure if you guys are on your computers right now, you guys can call in. I know people are on their freaking phones. I get it. Let me show you another clip right now. I want you guys to get. This is a clip of the judge, okay? The judge now has to switch his whole role, right? And obviously today's conversation today is a cross-examination. Obviously, Cassie, the breakdown of what she's going through. Can she continue to kind of explain this in a way that's going to put Diddy behind bars? So far, they got the blackmail situation. It's the only kind of thing I see right now because she said there was time that she wanted to do the stuff. They got text message, they got videos, they got emails, they got all this shit of her saying, you know what? She's interested in doing this, interested in doing that. And she called the sex worker. She called the escort sometimes and called for the services, even though Diddy was putting her to it for work. And I get it. But this is the problem. Then she says, well, I really cared about him. Well, then I did it because I want to make him happy. Like, you do a lot of things in life to make your relationship go. You do a lot of things in life to make your wife happy. You do a lot of things in life to make your husband happy. I get it. But the problem is, this obviously is overstepping. We all understand that. Here we go. Take a look at this. If you guys didn't see this is the judge pulling up. I'm going to break down a whole bunch of stuff with the cross-examination in just one moment. But right now, watch live in the building right now, the crazy shit with the judge now, how he flipped the script and he's got to study hip-hop. And at one point he said, I got to study hip and I got to study hop. And I was like, okay, that part for me was like, oh shit. Take a look at this.
Judge in the Diddy case went from this to this.
Where's that?
He said, I'm rolling up with my headphones. I've been studying this Diddy case. And I'm listening to Pac and Biggie. I'm doing this for the big homies. Yo, he didn't look like he knew hip or hop before. Now all of a sudden, homeboy is like jamming, walking to the courthouse. I just have to refresh y'all memories. This was him. He's covering the Diddy case now. And homeboy was like, I've been studying on hip and hop. So before I didn't know about the hip or the hop, now I know about it. Now I understand.
That line right there, and I hate to laugh about the shit. You know what I'm saying? I hate to laugh about that, but for him to say, I didn't know about the hip or the hop, for me, it's like, this shit is a little out of pocket. I mean, look, he might be the best person for this, to be honest, like, doesn't know a lot about it. But at the end of the day, he's like, we're going to find out and get to the bottom line of this. If you're watching live in the building right now, if you're here for the first time, put first time. And everybody right now, put a person's name in the chat. A random person that you see in the chat right now, scroll up. Write a random person's name in the chat right now, people. Write a random person's name in the chat. I want to see who you pick. Drop it in the chat right now, people. This is interactive. This is community. This is people joining our show live for the first time. If you're in the building right now, joining us, you know we do this shit. We're live every day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. We're 10 to 11 every single day. And yes, people, we spin the infamous wheel right here. Listen to me, people. Tonight, we're live for the game, obviously, for the Knicks live tonight. I will tell you the time in just one moment. But if you're watching this shit in the building right now, if somebody types your name, type their freaking name. And show them some love back in the building right now, because we build a community in here. Like I told you, this isn't just to come here and talk shit. We're building more and more and more on a daily basis. Thanks to you guys, we're one of the fastest growing channels that there is in the freaking, literally on YouTube. Go take a look. We're the fastest growing. Go look at all the freaking entertainment, the videos. Look at the sports platforms. Look at all of them. We're getting messages from big time networks because you guys are rocking out, and we can't wait to have all of you guys join the Mason Mob. You see the people highlighted in the chat with the verifications next to their name? They are part of our show. They join. The Mason Mob is only $1 a month. You could join the show. If you don't, it's okay. But if you do, it just brings us closer together. You get a whole different situation with all kind of other freaking emojis and shit like that in the building. Before we get out today, everybody put Diddy in the chat, and I want to make sure we spin that wheel, give out some money today to some lucky people in the chat right now. If you're watching live in the building right now, this is where we get a chance for people to spin the wheel, make some money. I want to tell people that during the show. Obviously, some people were leaving already because they realized that we were leaving. So today in the building right now, we're going to give that chance. And remember, tonight we're live for the game. I'm live at 7:30. Tip-off's at 8 o'clock. I'm live tonight for the Knicks game at 7:30. Knicks, Celtics, right here, 7:30. Don't miss the game. And here we go. We're getting ready to spin the wheel right now. In the chat, everybody, in the chat, pick me in the chat. A lucky person is going to get selected right now in the chat, and I'm taking a look at it to see who can actually be selected in the building right now. I'm taking a look at it. Holy shit, there's a lot of people coming into the building right now. I see people coming into the chat right now, and I'm also going to give some memberships right now too, people. If you're watching live in the building right now, take a look at the freaking chat. I'm giving 5 memberships out right now, and these are going to be the top tier. These are going to be memberships you can call in every day. These are going to be the best memberships going out right now. You guys are joining right now. Everybody put your eyes in the chat to see the membership gifting and who is now part of it. Love you, Brown. Welcome to the Mason Mob. How are you? Here we are. Is it Batuse in the chat? Welcome to the Mason Mob. Ricky Shaw, welcome to the Mason Mob. Brandon Nesbitt, welcome to the Mason Mob. And Jackie Kavanaugh, welcome to the Mason Mob. We greatly appreciate you guys. You guys are now part of the crew. You are now verified to the platform. Anybody wants to join, the moderators will drop the link in the chat. You can join right now. It's only $1 a month and you're in. You can join the show. And if you don't have the dollar, send me a direct message on Instagram and I will send you the damn dollar so you can join the show. I don't really care. Come into the building right now. And if you're watching live in the chat, follow me, Brandon Mason Show, when we get off the line here. So you guys can join us and partake in the daily conversation on Brandon Mason Show on Instagram. I greatly appreciate you, beautiful people. And I'm going to pin some stuff to the top here. Thank you. It's me. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Let's spin the wheel right now, though. Let's get a lucky person in the chat right here. Killer K, we greatly appreciate it. There was a message I want to put up on you that you posted, and the chat went too fast. I was going to tag you on there. I appreciate you. Killer K, join. All you got to do right now is join the Mason Mob, become part of our crew. Right now, join. All you do is hit join at the bottom or where it has the money symbol. Click it and hit join. Join the freaking crew. Join the team. As we make money, by the way, our master sponsors coming in. As we make money, so do you. So I greatly appreciate you beautiful people joining. Now let's get to it right now. Who's going to spin the wheel? By the way, anybody that joins the Mason Mob right now, the first person today that joins the Mason Mob, I will select you to spin the wheel today. Ghost Row in the building. How are you feeling? The first person that joins the Mason Mob today will spin the wheel right here and get a chance to make some money in the building. I want you guys to understand that. The first person that joins the show today. Here we go. Montreal, join the show. Montreal, the links are in the chat. Join the show right now, people. Hurry up. While we count it down right now, we're trying to get you guys to spin the wheel and make some money in the building right now. I'm looking at it right now. Who just joined right now? In the chat. All you got to do, in the chat right now, people, all you do, on your computers or on your phones, you can click join. You click join and you will jump into the chat right now on our freaking show and you'll get verified. When you join correctly, you will get verified on the platform. Your name will pop up. We got 2 minutes left for the show. Make sure you subscribe. And by the way, I was trying to tell you something. We just hit over 60,000 subscribers to the platform. Thank you so much, all you guys in the chat. Listen, I give myself, a pat on the back. Sometimes I try to do my best out here. But round of applause to all you beautiful people because you guys make it happen. Without you guys, there is no damn show, and I try to communicate with you guys live in the building right now, watching on the chat. If you are part of the Mason Mob right now, if you're watching live and you're part of the Mason Mob, throw the dice in the chat right now, people. If you're in the Mason Mob right now, look at your emojis. You got a whole different setup of emojis. If you're in the Mason Mob, throw the dice in the chat right now. All you beautiful people that are in the mob, show them what time it is, people, and join the freaking show. And now let's get to it. Anybody joins, you get spin the wheel right now, and we're going to select a random person right now to spin as we speak. And I'm picking a random person right now in the chat. Everybody right now in the chat, put Diddy. It's picking a lucky person right now. In 10 seconds, a random person's getting selected to spin the wheel. I'm watching live right now. In 10, it's counting down. It's counting down, baby. Here we go. I'm seeing it in the chat right now. Everybody in the building, make sure you try to join the Mason Mob, become part of our crew, become part of our show. We're live every day at 10 a.m. in the building. We're live every day at 10 a.m. right here, having a good time. Here we go. A lucky person is being selected right now. I see it. Bang. We got a random winner in the chat. I'm going to drop the name right now. Winner. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Let me just write your name here in the chat. And I greatly appreciate our beautiful moderators. Do not forget our moderators that are in the chat right now. Pipple Mama, Candy, we love and appreciate you. Brittany in here, we greatly appreciate you. Trace, you pops in every single day. We greatly appreciate you. Vaughn in the chat, we greatly appreciate you. And all our lovely people that join us on a daily basis. Here we go. Courtney Weeks, let's go. You're spinning the wheel first today. I can't guarantee anything. Let's just spin it. Go ahead. We can't guarantee anything. We just spin the damn thing. We give out money every single day. We just can't guarantee. We just spin it, people. Nobody get upset about it. It is what it is. We got reds on there. Don't hit those red X's. We got 100 on there. We got 50 on there. We got 10. We got 20. We got 25. We got a lot on here. Just so you guys know, you must have PayPal to get paid after the show. And I'm checking it right now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm watching live right now. $20 going out to Courtney, baby. Joining the show. Just made $20 hanging out with us. Just make sure on Instagram, go on there, Brandon Mason Show on Instagram. Send me a direct message, Courtney. I need to send you that money right after the show. I need to get your PayPal account. Go on there right now. And people in the chat, listen, I'm going to get it set up where you can come in here, obviously, and you can come on the building. You can communicate with me on your mobile device if you want. But I got to fix it where the live call-in can be on the phones, because right now it's live calling on the computers only. I got to fix that shit so you guys can come into the chat. I greatly appreciate you in the building right now. All the love to all you people that are watching live right now. Courtney, making some freaking money right now on the show. If anybody joins right now in the mob, anybody joins right now, you get automatically selected. So here we go, looking for another person right now. But if anybody joins the Mason Mob right now, it's only $1 a month. You spin the wheel right now. Drop the link in there, Pimple Mama Candy. Drop the link right now for Killer K because they want to join the mob. We want them to join right now. Here we go right now. Let me scroll up right now. Let me see. Jay Jingles in the building. So if you get my name, use the money to give out more subscriptions. That's a nice thing to say. I greatly appreciate that. That was a very nice thing to say. People join the show right now. That was a very nice thing to say right there. We greatly appreciate that. Jay said, if he gets selected, this is something nice right now. Jay said if he wins right now, he wants to send it for subscriptions. So let's spin the wheel for him because, you know, that's a good idea. If he wins, we're going to send out 5 freaking subscriptions in the chat. Go ahead. Spin it, Brittany, for Jay. I like that idea. Let's go. You know, sometimes you just get lucky. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit just goes right. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Jay Jingles. Here we go. Jay Jingles. If you win right now, the money goes to new memberships. I like that idea. What a good freaking idea. I don't care. Here we go. If you hit it, if you don't, look, it's only, look, I want you to win now, right? If you don't, it is what it is. But let's see. No, Jay. Damn, Jay, that was going to help me out. Jeez. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Jay, I did my best. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. People in the chat right now, I would have liked that shit because I would have helped us out. You know what I'm saying? People in the chat right now, I'm going to give you guys right now. You guys only got like 1 minute left. 1 minute left. We're after time right now. We got 1 minute left. If anybody joins the Mason Mob, here we go right now. So hold on. I'll send it to you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to drop it in the chat. She's having a hard time. Killer K is trying to join the chat. Let me send it to you. Give me 1 second. Candy, are people trying to, I get it. People are trying to set it up for you. Give me 1 second here. I got you, Killer. If you're watching live right now, everybody put Diddy in the chat right now. Let them know what we're talking about, people. And I'm going to get that link. The link's right there. Become a member of the show. Candy just dropped it in the chat right now. And listen, Killer, if you're on your phone right now, all you got to do on your phone, okay? Listen, if you're on your phone, you can also click join the money symbol at the bottom screen. You can do it. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. But I'm going to drop the link in the chat if that link's not working, people in the building right now. On your phone typically or on your computers is easier, obviously, in the building right now. Let me jump on here right now. There we go. I see it. I'm going to make sure that you guys can join because that's a freaking problem if you guys can't. Here we go. Memberships. I got the link right here. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Here's the link coming directly from me in the chat. See if this works, people, to join the mob. I want you guys to join, become part of what we do here in the building every day, Monday through Friday, and tonight live for the games, watching live. There's a chance right now for you guys to join. Hit that like button, subscribe. If you're watching live right now, I'll give you guys a chance right now to make some more money as well. If you're watching live in the chat, I'm going to go back and take a look at this right now. If you're watching live in the building right now, we got 128 likes on here. We had thousands of people in the building. If we get to right now, people watching live, we got 340 people in here. If we get to 200 likes in the next 30 seconds before I sign off, everybody, double tap your screen, hit the like button. If we get to 200 likes on this platform before I sign off, we got 30 seconds. I will give a lucky person in the chat $50 right now. Got to double tap your screen right now, that damn like button, subscribe, baby. And just so you guys know, on today's show, we hit over 60,000 views because you guys are freaking rocking and rolling today. And listen, I will leave you guys with this. My goal today was get people to call in. Obviously, the phones are acting crazy, so we got to get it set up where you can call in on your phones and not on the computers and all that. I'm going to fix all that, trust me. I have the screen right here. That is really freaking cool. And you can see, I was going to show you a picture on here, but I look retarded here. Actually, I shouldn't use that word retarded. I apologize. Here we go. So here we go. This is what it looks like when you call into the show. Live right there. I am at the top there, and you'll be at the bottom. If you call in, hang out with me, and have conversation. Any given time, you must have on here a computer or a laptop at the moment. But I'm gonna get you guys set up, obviously, to be able to do that on your phones. I see people having a hard time joining the mob right there. Stephanie Hamill. Okay, so anybody that wants to join the mob right now, anybody that wants to join, send me, I see a lot of people on here, send me a direct message on Instagram, Brandon Mason Show right now. Go over there, send me a direct message on Instagram, Brandon Mason Show. If you guys do that, I will send you all the things so you guys can join. Killer K, we appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you so much. People in the chat right now, again, I greatly appreciate it. I ran past time. But if you want to join the show, I've seen a lot of people trying to join the show, and it wasn't working. Killer, send it to me. Stephanie, go on Instagram. Send me a direct message on Instagram. I'll message you back right after the show, and I'll get you guys set up. You're going to enjoy what we do here, sports entertainment. We're live tonight for the Knicks game. Don't miss the game tonight. As we get ready to sign off now, went past time. I apologize. It is tonight. I'm live at 7:30 for the Knicks and the Celtics game. Don't miss it. We have a good time. And again, as I sign off right now, without you guys, there is no damn show. There is no fun. There is no entertainment. You guys make this great. And by the way, just so you guys can see at the bottom of the screen, we can go through a lot. We got lower thirds we go through. If you just joined us for the first time right now, there was a lot of shit to go over today with the jury tapes, the selections, multiple attorneys, the freak-offs, all that we're going to cover. We're going to keep you guys updated on the freaking show every single day. Don't miss it. Be live right here. All love to you, beautiful people. When I sign off, leave a message on the video. You guys will really, really enjoy what we do here on the platform. Leave a message on the video. You'll see the logo pop up on the screen in just a minute. Hit the refresh button on your damn video in a minute, and you'll be able to leave actually a message on the video, not on this particular one, but the one that uploads to YouTube. So take a look at the screen right now before I sign off. Look at the bottom of the screen right there. It says over 1,000 votes saying that Diddy is guilty. Woo! A lot going on. I'll see you guys tonight for the game. Remember, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. right here. We got everything, sports, entertainment, live guests, cover it all. We're going to cover the whole NFL, everything right here, the fastest growing station that we got growing with big time networks calling because you guys were rocking and rolling. All love to you, beautiful people, and I will see you guys tonight for the game or Monday morning. All love to you.
I got to find somebody who don't mind looking like he got prisoners as clients when they go. But y'all, a woman in Houston, she's gone viral after explaining that a date went all wrong. She says her date abruptly walked out after